Welcome, yogis. So, welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara, day 17. Oh, that's better. Welcome to day 17 of breath. So, today we're going to work out how to combine seaweed arms, country dancing. I got a new one. Last night, somebody sent me this amazing video. It was a dance therapist or dance artist from Donegal, a blind dance artist from Donegal, and she had this beautiful video around breath, and the whole thing was that, oh, I am alone, and then she kept repeating, I am not alone, I have my breath, I have my sensation, I have my body. So beautiful. But she was doing seaweed arms and then at one point she did one called tablecloth. So tablecloth is you're holding onto your tablecloth with your fingertips and then you flick your tablecloth. And I was like, oh, a new move, tablecloth. So we're going to incorporate all of that into a little bit of a flowy sequence. And so great, come stand on your mat. A little hand to your hips and just roll. So usually we have our hands on our hips as we roll our hips and then roll in the other direction. So how would you do that without your hands on your hips? And if you were to imagine that your hands and your torso could move to kind of help that movement happen, what would you do with your arms? And focus just on your hips and then notice what naturally starts to happen in your arms. You can just let them hang, you can have them bent, and just notice as you roll your hips, what happens to your arms. Nice. So if you imagine that we can roll our torso, so bring your hands to the front of your heart or the front of your chest and then roll your torso in a circle. So I'm kind of rolling torso in a circle. And so here my whole head is moving, if you notice that. And then circle in the other direction. Hands on your chest and just make a circle. So no hands. How would you make a no hand circle with your chest? And just deepen into your breath. And then no hand circle in the other direction with your chest. I feel like Matrix a little bit. Yeah. Find your own inner matrix. It doesn't have to be big. It's just this small movement of chest movement. Okay, nice. Roll your shoulders. Big circles. Where is your breath this morning? How do you connect to it? And then roll in the other direction. So that comment or that video that of the artist in Donegal, you know, that I am alone, and then no, I'm not alone. I have my breath. I have my sensation. Blew my mind. So seaweed arms, because it was that sense of Ramana Maharishi, one of these great Indian yogis. He always talked about who is the I, who is observing. And so as you do seaweed arms, noticing your sensations, noticing your breath, and just be with the fact that you can be present to yourself. You can feel this in your body. You are your own best companion when you're being kind to yourself. Nice. Country dancing. I just feel that. What would you do with your hips? I've gone off on my hips now. I'm like, wow, country dancing with hips. So you can just country dancing where you side bend, and then I'm bending a knee as I country dance. So nice. Nice. Wagon wheels, elbows up. So wagon wheels, as you travel through the center, your elbows are bending, and then you straighten your arms, bending, straighten, bending, straighten, bending, straighten. New move. Hold on to your tablecloth or your sheet and just flick. That sense of, and you don't lift your head when you're doing tablecloth. You just lift your chest and your arms, and you're trying to lift and down. And so the lift is quite up because I'm lifting, trying to get air underneath my tablecloth, lift, and then it wafts down. Lift, wafting down. Lift and wafting down. That was very cool. Great, guys. Come to the front of your mat and just pause. And reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. As you reach up, perhaps you inhale. Who knows? And exhaling, coming all the way down, perhaps. Hands come down, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift and look forward. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back. Pausing there. And just finding your breath. Cultivating a rhythm or just being with what is inherently arising. Nice. Drop your right knee to the floor. And rise with your right hand up towards the ceiling. Left hand is on your left knee. Rise. Reach your right hand forward. Rise. Lower. Again, rise. Pause. Nice. Hands to the floor. Step back into your plank. Knees to the floor. Belly to the floor. Nice. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Push your elbows down. Rise. Look way down the beach. And then drop your head and lift your belly off the floor, just like we did back in, what was it? Grow. Rise. Lift your chest. Way down the beach. Tuck your chin under. Lift your belly. Rise. And descend. Nice. One more time. Rise. Last time. Drop. Walk back. Cat pose. Push back. Downward dog. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Kung Fu Bunny. Lean over towards the left. And swing your right knee forward. Right foot forward. Yeah. Lengthen your back leg. Step forward. Bring your feet together. Rounding up. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, all the way down. Hands to your shins. Are you harmonizing your breath to the movement, or are you just breathing naturally, noticing, feeling, sensing? Step back with your left foot, pausing there. Nice. Drop your left knee to the floor, right hand to your right knee, rising up. Nice. All the way down, hand to the floor. Rise. And descend. One more time. Rise and pause. Nice. All the way down. Step back. Plank pose. Knees to the floor. Belly to the floor. Nice. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Look way down the beach. So you're lifting your eyebrows. You're like opening your eyes and you're trying to see where the ice cream van is. You're like, where is the ice cream van? Nice. And then drop your head. Lift your belly. Rise. And then drop. Super cool. So bring both hands. We were doing this yesterday, the day before. Who knows? No idea. We did it at some stage. I know we did. So bring both hands so they rest on the floor. Listen to your shoulders as we do this, okay? Be careful. So reach your right arm long and then roll over onto your right side and just bring your left foot to touch the floor behind you. You're listening to your shoulder, most importantly. Your head is low. So the lower your head is, the easier it is. The higher your head is. If you're really high, it's really hard. Nice. All the way down. Keep your head low. Stretch the left arm long. Drop your right foot over towards the left. Nice. And just travel really slowly and smoothly, listening to your body. Right arm is long. Bring your left foot behind you. Back through the center. And then left arm is long. Right foot is behind you. Listening to your breath and moving in softness and kindness. Nice. Come back to center. Push your elbows down. Back into a cat. And just pause there. So you're going to come lie on your back and you're going to have your book handy. I mentioned it yesterday. I said it at the beginning. So a book, a block. You could even have like a plastic object of some kind. Something that's big enough that you could bring your hands to. Okay? A magazine. A little bit floppy. So unless it's a really firm magazine, it's too small, okay? So come lie on your back with your little bookie thing. It can be a blanket. It can be, whatever, as long as it's not sharp and really heavy, okay? Nothing sharp, nothing heavy, okay? Great, so land on your back. And just feel the floor beneath you. And then take your book or your block and bring it to your thighs and hold it in place with your two hands, okay? And then draw your shoulders away from your ears and straighten your arms. Try and push I'm going to call it a block, okay? I'm not going to mention what it might be, all the options of objects in the house. So draw your shoulders away from you and push your block away from you. And have a sense that your lower belly has engaged as you've done that. And now keep your shoulders away from your ears and draw your knees as close towards you as you can. What's your breath doing? Push your block away as far as you can. And then push your knees as close as you can towards you. Continue. Push your block away. And draw your knees towards you. Seems like it should be such an easy exercise, this. There's something about containing or stabilizing the object that really gives our body a little bit more information, which is really cool. And just continue. Push your block away. Perhaps you inhale. And draw your knees towards you. And one more time. Knees towards you. They may be trembling. Oh, God. So keep your right knee stable. Keep your left hand also stable and stretch your left leg long. So your left hand isn't pushing anymore, but it's still touching your block. Draw your knee back up to center. Stabilize the left side. Stretch the right leg. And come back up. Continue. Stretching out. Coming back up. Nice. Stretching out. Coming back up. Stretching out. Coming back up. Those of you who have an Encyclopedia Britannica, this is really hard if it's very heavy as well. Or a phone book. It's harder when there's weight as well, but that's okay. It's not hard like impossible. Cool. Pause there for a moment and just draw a circle with your knees. Your hands have to also circle. Everything circling. And then circle in the other direction. Nice. So bring your block so it's straight up towards the ceiling and your palms are facing the block or holding the block and your block is over your face. And then just stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling and maybe tap the edge of your block with your leg And lower your right leg down until it floats just above the floor. Rising, feeling your breath. Lowering down, feeling your breath. Rising. Lowering down. Nice, other side. Left leg rising. And lowering down. Rising. And lowering down. Nice. Both feet on the floor. Bring your feet slightly apart. So now we begin to play. So all these movements, what we're doing is we're anchoring our shoulders in a particular way. So if you have anything vulnerable in your shoulders, I say this a lot, be really slow. Okay, so you're going to try and bring the backs of your hands over towards the right hand side, keeping your block on your palms. So how would I roll over and bring the backs of my hands to the floor over on the right hand side, and then come back? Arms are straight. And then over towards the left. Backs of my hands come to the floor, and then come back up. So just travel from side to side, following the breath perhaps. Coming back up. One of my hands, it's like it tremors a bit and doesn't really make as clear a contact. One of them is really solid. The other one's a little bit faffy. Notice that for you. How does that feel in your hands, in your arms? Pause in the center. So only the right hand on the object. If it's really heavy, be careful. This is over your face, okay, right? And then slowly bring your right hand, the back of your hand, to the floor. Go really slowly. How would you do that? And then slowly bring the back of your hand until it's straight up in front of you. Nice. Other side. Left hand on the block. Slowly coming down. Bring the back of your hand to the floor. And then slowly come all the way back up. Nice. One more time. Both hands on your block. Both sides to the right. Pause there. And just notice what you've done in your rib cage. Come all the way back. And over towards the left, back of your hands to the floor. Pause there. And come all the way up. Nice. Drop your block to the floor. And slowly come all the way up. And just roll your shoulders. Deep circles with your shoulders. And then in the other direction. Nice. Fingers to the front of your shoulders. Roll. Big circles. And then roll in the other direction. Cool. So you can do this with or without your block. If your shoulders have had enough of block, then just drop it. So you're going to imagine that you're sitting at a picnic and there's people everywhere all around you, okay, right? And you have cake in your hands on a plate and you're like, oh, I want to give people my lovely cake. So offer the cake to the people on the left. So you have to keep your plate flat because you can't tilt your plate. So how do you keep your plate flat while you offer it to the left? And then there's people on the right who want cake. You offer cake to the right. There's somebody over towards the left foot who wants cake. Offer towards the left. You want cake? It's lovely cake. And then over towards the right foot and out in front of you. It's great cake. It's vegan. It's sugar-free, gluten-free. It's actually a potato. Okay, over towards the left again. Pause there. And then, oh, somebody behind you wants cake. And you're like, how am I going to get there? So what I do is I bend my left knee and I bring it back a bit. And then I roll towards the left knee and then reach behind me with my plate. Okay, and then come back. And then bring your leg forward. And then somebody towards the right wants cake. So bend your right knee and then roll towards that knee with your weight onto your bum and offer the cake behind you. And come back. Nice. We'll do that one more time each side. Bend your left knee. Offer cake behind you. Come back. You got to wait for a moment because when they're choosing which piece of cake they need, it's not an instantaneous thing. Bend your right knee. Offer cake. Oh, that's a nice big cake. Have that one. Yeah, great. Coming back. Drop your block. Get rid of it. And just roll deeply into your belly. So the link to the Donegal woman I'll put up on the Facebook group, and I'll also add it to the next yoga email that I send out, because I know some of you aren't on Facebook. So keep an eye out the next yoga email, and you see I am not alone by the Donegal woman. So beautiful, so beautiful. Nice. Come lie on your back. Just a quick moment of pause. Arms are long, and I love that thing of lifting one elbow up and really placing my shoulder blades deeply and securely down. And lift my other elbow up and then widen and place my shoulder down. Bring your awareness to your breath. So as you observe you, is your inner voice kind? So be kind within yourself. Create a place of wellness and softness in yourself. A place of compassion, acceptance, inclusion, wholeness, wellness, kindness. Great, guys. So stretch out through your arms. Oop. Hi, Chico. Stretch out through your legs. Do whatever it is that you do to awaken, arise, rolling over, coming all the way up. And tomorrow, have a book or block or something handy. Again, if it's really, really heavy, like a massive A from Encyclopedia Britannica, then get something a little bit lighter. You know, maybe go for Z. So great. I will see you all tomorrow. And thanks for joining me. Oh, what a great way to start the day. So cool. If you want any information about clinics, classes, workshops, trainings, gardening, random pictures I take of the nature around us here, um, email us and we will put you on the mailing list. And so that's info@nother.com. If you're feeling benefit from the yoga that you're doing with me, €10 a month is such a wonderful contribution. We really appreciate it. It makes it sustainable and really a long-term project that's viable. So PayPal, Revolut, you can post it to me. You can drop it in my post box. You can postal draft check, whatever way. I'm very happy. Share this with your friends, your family, your workmates. We really appreciate that sense of the community becoming more vibrant. Somebody emailed me the other day to say, hey, I've just started and I'm in Canada. Woo, so amazing. I love that. I really love that. That just blows my mind. So be well. Have an amazing day. And yeah, be you. How wonderful. What a great community we have here. Ciao for now.